Hello everyone, welcome to Coder and Boots. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the topic how to install Docker in Ubuntu. Okay, so when we say how to install Docker in Ubuntu, so there three topics can come into the mind. Okay, so one is installation of Docker desktop on Ubuntu. Second, installation of Docker engine or Docker CE community edition in Ubuntu, or installation of the Docker IO in Ubuntu. Okay, so these are three different things. Okay, and it's installed. If you are a developer, the purpose of all these are similar, but there are some differences, fundamentally some differences between these three. Okay, so Docker desktop, this is a software. So this has a container runtime and a container management framework. Okay, so it has a nice GUI. So as it says, it's a desktop application. So this is available for Windows, Linux and Mac operating systems. So this provides a nice GUI. As it has a nice GUI, so you need to install in a machine which has a GUI. Okay, so if you are a desktop user, so you can go ahead with Docker desktop. Okay, but this is not usable in case of a machine if you have a machine without a GUI. Okay, so in case of if you are using the server version of operating systems, then you will have to go with either Docker engine or Docker IO. So Docker engine and Docker desktop both are provided by Docker Inc., the company docker.com. Okay, so you can see all these details in the website docker.com. It is provided by Docker Inc. Okay, so Docker CE is the community edition. So it's there was something called Docker EE Enterprise Edition. Now it is no longer available. I think since 2023 the Docker EE is no longer available. It is now part of Mirantis container engine. Okay, so it is a licensed version and it is part of a different company. Now we have Docker engine and Docker IO. Docker IO is basically again a container runtime and container management framework provided by Debian. Okay, from an end user point of view, Docker engine and Docker IO, it looks similar because the commands are similar. There can be minor variations, but majority of the commands are all same, and the purpose is also the same. So if you are deploying or building, okay, so images, deploying containers, so from an engine point of view or from a management framework point of view, it is the same, but maybe when it comes to Kubernetes, you will see the usage is different. Okay, so it may use different container engine depending upon the variant of Kubernetes that you select. But from an end user or a developer point of view, you can pick up any of these. So, okay, so in this video we are going to discuss about the installation of the second Docker engine and Docker IO, because I'm not going to use Docker desktop here because I don't have a machine with my Linux whatever I have is a server operating system. Okay, so it doesn't have a GUI. So let's get into the machine. So first I'm going to demonstrate the installation of Docker IO. So let's see whether we have Docker in this machine. Docker, so simply type Docker, you see user bin Docker, no such file or directory. Docker is not there. So the installation of docker.io is simple because the Docker IO repositories are already there in all Ubuntu or Debian operating systems because it is supplied by Debian. Okay, so the one more thing, internally Docker engine's code and Docker IO's code both are different. Dependencies are also different because it is managed by two different companies. Okay, so two different groups. So that's why the internal bugs or any other issues that you face in Docker IO, it might not be same as what you see in Docker engine. Okay, so let's install it. Apt, the installation is very easy. Apt get installed docker.io. You don't need to add any repository or anything to your machine. Directly do the installation. Okay, so now you see the following tools are getting installed. You can see Docker buildx, Docker compose, Docker doc, right? So a lot of, and the okay, so Docker IO runs containerd. These many packages are getting installed. Okay, so it is getting installed. It will take a while because it has to download these packages from the remote repository and install it. Okay, so now the installation is complete. Let's see Docker command. Now see Docker, when I typed, the command worked. It gave a lot of options. Now simple thing, let's see, there are running Docker containers in this machine, right? Docker PS. Okay, now docker ps, it is giving an empty list. There are no containers running here. Okay, now docker images, this will list all the images available locally. There are no images here. Now let's pull and run an image. So docker run -itd, okay, Ubuntu. So this is, let's run an Ubuntu image. So this will run the Ubuntu image from the repository. So is he unable to find any image locally? It is pulling it from the remote repository library Ubuntu, and it is downloading the latest version. Okay, so it is downloading the image. You see, downloaded newer image for Ubuntu, and it's downloaded and it is running now. Let's see, docker ps now. ps, it is running. You can see a container running with container ID, this one. Okay, Ubuntu, okay, 10 seconds ago. So this is how it runs. Now let's see docker images. Okay, so the docker, it pulled some image and it is running now. So by default, all these in a Linux machine, when you install docker, all the docker related things will be located stored in a directory var lib docker. If you go inside this, you can see a lot of subdirectories under that, like build kit, containers, okay, image, okay, so network. So this will grow based on when you deploy images and when the containers get when the containers are running, right? So all the images, you see, when I downloaded this, 78.1 MB got downloaded, right? So this downloaded content will be available in this varlib docker directory. Okay, so if you are running a machine which doesn't have enough space in your varlib, okay, so you need to adjust the configuration of the docker and change this directory to a different directory. Okay, otherwise you will run out of space and the docker daemon will stop working. Okay, and now, so you see containers, you can see the container running over here. Okay, and the image, see, overlay. So the whatever image we pulled, right, you will see the overlay or the whatever image we have downloaded, all those you will be able to see it in this directory. Okay, so this is the simple installation for doing or this is the simple step for installing docker IO in an Ubuntu machine. Okay, so in less than 5 minutes you can get the Ubuntu docker up and running in Ubuntu. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to uninstall this docker IO. Okay, so if you see the docker, simply if I type the commands like attach, commit, cp, create, diff, events, all these commands are almost same as like what you see in docker CE as well. There can be minor variations, but most of them are the same. Okay, so run, exec, ps, build, push, everything, right? The basic commands are all the same. There can be minor variation. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to uninstall this. I'm going to install docker CE. So docker CE installation steps can be found from docker.com. Okay, so docker.com. So if you see docs.docker.com, so this is the website. So here you can see the docker.com and the documents related to the Docker desktop and the Docker engine. So Docker engine, so if you go, there are in the Docker engine itself, the installation steps are different for CentOS, Ubuntu, Fedora, RHEL, SLES, etc. So I am selecting Ubuntu operating system. So as per the steps, what they are telling is, first we need to uninstall the docker IO and the related packages. So I'll just copy the command here. So this is like, uninstall everything: docker IO, docker doc, docker compose v2, podman, docker container. So that means anything, any other container runtime, any other container management framework that is available in this machine, right? Just to avoid conflicts, it is asking us to remove all those. So let's remove all those. Okay, so because we have docker IO running here, so we need to remove that. Okay, so another important thing is, it is not just the docker removal of docker IO. So we have some container running in docker, right? So we need to clean up the varlib docker directory as well. Okay, so otherwise it will create a problem, because the varlib docker directory, if you are not cleaning it and if you are installing a different docker, the other docker also will try to store data in that directory and it will create problem. So we need to clean that as well. So we'll do the cleanup after uninstalling all these packages. So I'm not explaining I'm not going to explain individual packages, because these this entire command is available in the official website, and whatever I am showing, it is free to use. So in Linux machine you can install. So now the packages are all uninstalled. Now you see Docker, again Docker not found. Now let's check var lib docker. So this directory might exist. You see this directory is there. So there are so many things inside this directory as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the var lib docker directory itself. rm-rf docker, var lib docker, the directory itself I'm going to remove. So that the new docker CE, when it gets installed, it won't create any problem. Now we need to come here. So, and here they are telling us to add the apt repository for Docker CE, because this Docker CE is supplied by Docker Inc., right? So it's not part of the default Debian operating system or Ubuntu operating system. So we need to add this additional. Okay, so that is why it is adding us, asking us to add the repository to our operating system. So let's add the repository. So the command is already given in the official documentation. So I just copy pasted the entire command and pasted it. Just downloading the repo file and the keys and updating the repo in this machine. It will take a while. Okay, so I think it is complete. Now what we'll do is, now we have the repo added, we can install the Docker CE. Okay, the command is different. In case of Docker IO, we used docker.io. In case of Docker CE, we'll have to install the package docker-ce. Okay, docker-ce, docker CE CLI, container.io. This is the container runtime. Okay, and a couple of other packages. So I'm going to copy all these. So I'm going to paste it here just for your reference. So this is the command: apt-get install docker CE, docker CE CLI, container.io, then Docker buildx plugin, Docker compose plugin. Okay, these are the packages we need to install as part of Docker CE. The packages for Docker IO are slightly different. That's why I'm telling internally there are differences between Docker IO and Docker CE. So now let's install. So this will download the packages from the repo that I added some time back. It's almost done. Okay, so now it is done. Let's see Docker. Okay, now the command is again active, and you see the options. It is almost similar: run, exec, ps, build, pull, right? Images, push. So this is almost same as what we saw in the other Docker IO as well. Now let's see Docker ps. Okay, now you see Docker ps. It's again giving an empty list because we don't have any container images or anything. Let's verify the var lib directory, var lib docker, which we deleted some time back. Now it got created again as part of the new installation. It got created, and all the files, folders, everything is there. Now as we don't have any containers or image here, it will be empty. Let's pull the Ubuntu image again. Okay, docker run -it d for detach Ubuntu. Okay, so this will, as we have cleared the previously downloaded image, that's why it is again saying unable to find any image Ubuntu latest locally. So this is like, once it is downloaded, it will be cached locally. It will be available in this directory var lib docker, and then it will be using the local copy of the image. So it's saying like docker io https cancel. Okay, so it is it got some timeout. Let's try it once again. Okay, so I think it was some internet issue or something, so it failed once, but let's try. Now it is getting downloaded. Okay, so now it is downloaded, Okay, now docker ps, you see the image got downloaded and it is running. This is the container id. Docker images, you see it has the image also downloaded. Okay, so with this we have docker ce as well, docker. Okay, now you see the version, docker version, docker client community engine, docker engine community. So this is, it has a client as well as server. Whatever CLI we are using, that's a client, and whatever the engine, the server that we have, that is the engine. Okay, so it is a 27.1.2. okay, API version 1.46. so it gives the complete details of the client and the server. So I hope this video is useful, so you can follow the steps for the installation of docker in the Ubuntu operating system. So it is very quick. In less than 5 minutes you can get the docker up and running. So depending upon your choice, whether it is docker the CE or docker IO, you can get installed very quickly. So if you have any questions, queries, feedbacks, comments, feel free to comment below this video. I'll definitely respond back. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.